My plan here was really to make this session a little bit more conversational, such that particularly in the question times we can interrupt each other openly, and also to be able to field questions from anyone else. But I was really hoping for, Colin's on the phone anyway, but what I'm really hoping for in this session is to open up a user's perspective, not just asset owners and sort of eventual end users, but also practitioners. And certainly this team, Govinda, Colin and Dusan and myself have all are associated with industries that are producing and developing structural health monitoring systems. So broadly, my plan there is to introduce each person. We're each going to present a small talk, and if, I'm yet to see Dusan. So if in his absence, then Colin, I think you're going to be first up, if you're good with that. So I'll introduce myself, and then each of us in turn. So I'm not sure if you're familiar with engine analysis, but within this room, we've worked for Data 61, University of Western Sydney, RMS, Sydney Water, Monash Uni, Uni New South Wales, BG&E, Arup, Supreme Courts. And our real focus is on providing excellence in structural health monitoring and monitoring generally. I think we've got one of the largest kits of dynamic testing work outside of universities and in the private domain, and a team of data wonks to make that useful. I think that the thing to think about from the perspective of others, and particularly in this room, is that I am dead scared every time we do this kind of work that I am going to end up in court defending it, and particularly around the structural health monitoring work, and really try to focus our efforts into developing systems that I can defend comfortably and that have outcomes for individuals and for organisations that reduce the risk for myself and for others in the process of delivery. And there are other projects that are more fun and less risky, but I think that's a good basis for this talk. Dusan and AJ, are you there?
Yes, hi John, I'm on. I'm trying to get Dusan in as well. We were hoping to go first, if that's okay with you.
That's great. Now, I guess the introduction to the FiBridge project, FiBridge is a consortium, it seems, or I'll leave you to describe the commercial arrangement. It's quite a spectacular project, very well marketed, and it seems to have got a whole bunch of people who don't like each other to contribute money to a project to use optical fibre-based sensors, which are probably the most expensive you can buy in order to do structural health monitoring on bridges. So really fascinated to see how they've done it from a commercial perspective, and then what they've got out of it in that process. So over to you guys.